everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs, and this is a new product that is available the beginning of May. It is Notes and Totes bundle, stamp set, and photopolymer, and a die set. Okay, what I made the little tote in 3D. You could do just one side flat on something, but I figured I would make one in 3D first. Inside I have some of the sun-kissed gems. Now I wouldn't have wrapped them like this, but I ran to the store and the only thing they had was the loose ones. They don't have a separate packaging. When you get the big packs, they're usually individually packaged. So I would probably just put some in there and then wrap the whole thing. But since they were loose, I made a little baggie to go in there, and I'm not mad at how that looks at all. And then I added the little newspaper headline, "So Grateful, a True Story." Okay, I love this set. It is so cute. And what we need this time is 2 of these big sides, just the outside of it. We need the 2 of this bottom piece right here. 1 of this book or newspaper front. I'm not sure what it is. This is the pocket for the front. And we need, oh, I forgot to put them back in, 2 of these straps. 1 for the front and 1 for the back. All right, I'll show you what I cut out. Okay, these are the 2 pieces. I'm using the Celebratory Sips DSP. And there is lines in there that you can use to score it. There's already little faint score lines, so you can bend it that way. Out of Bubble Bath, I did the book. I'm not sure if this is a book or a newspaper, because there is one that says "Newsflash, you're fabulous." So that made me think that maybe that's supposed to be like a magazine cover, maybe. I'm not sure. And I also did the pocket and 2 of the handles. All right. So first, let's score. I mean, I don't really need a bone folder because it's DSP, but there's 2 scores on the main part, and then down here, there's 1. All right. Actually, there's 2. There's this one, and then these little pieces that are going to kind of be the side of the bottom. Okay. And then we're going to do it to the other one. Do that one. All right. Now, what we're going to do first is attach these 2 together. So I'm going to put glue. This is just the bottom piece, not this little weird shaped one that's on the side. Let's just put those bottom pieces together, one on top of the other. So this is the wrong side. Make sure that I have it pretty even here. Okay. Now, these little pieces here, there's like a skinny piece on each end. I'm going to put glue on one. Make sure this small piece here is tucked in while we do this. And then we're going to butt them together, the 2 folded areas together. We're not going to put one on top of the other. We're just going to fold them and put their outsides together. And just hold that a little while. You could use Stampin' Seal Plus or Stampin' Seal on this, but it's too thick right now for this part. All right, and then the other side, remember to stick this little piece inside so it catches that. And then we're going to put glue on one of these little bits and then put them together, but like this. I don't know if you can see. They're both folded in, and then we put the folded in parts together like that. Takes a little while to take. But that piece folds in there very nicely before. Just make sure you put it in before. You could add a little glue to the bottom pieces if you feel more comfortable. Okay, and that is your bag. Okay, now we need these two bottom pieces. You don't have to put it on, since it's kind of fine if you just use the pocket, but I'm going to put them on just to show you. So it's going to have to bend around. So I'm just going to center it here for now. Make sure the same amount is hanging over. And then I'm just going to let that attach there and then bend over the sides. You might need a little more glue. And this will catch some of that little piece that goes in the inside. Okay, and that's one side. Now we'll put it on the other side. And you really don't have to put it on both if you don't want to. Oops. All right, and then I'll bend it over. This is really a very cute set. I do like it. There's beach things and stuff with it. Okay, and there's the bottom part. All right, then I'm going to, before we put anything else on, we're going to do some stamping. And I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss because that's what's in there. It seems a little darker though when you stamp it, but I'm going to put the sun on the side of the pocket. And then the sentiment, I'm going to be in this top area of this page or book, whatever that is. Okay. This really didn't come out good, so you know what I'll do? I'll put a little bit of Wink of Stella in the middle, and that'll kind of blend it and cover up and make it sparkly too. There we go. All right, that's all the stamping and no scoring. The scoring's already done for us. All right, now I need some dimensionals. And I put the handles down a little too low on this one here. So I'm going to put the pocket on first. I might overlap the pocket to the bottom a little bit. You probably only need 2, but I want to make sure it stays on right now. All right, so I'm going to put this pretty low and try to get it right in the middle. Just as a little tiny bit of the bag is showing through the DSP there. All right. Now we need our 2 handles. And I'm going to put it, I'm just going to try to eyeball it and get it in the middle here. I can go down a little more. There we go. All right, and then we'll flip it over and try to get them in the same place. I saw online someone did a pop-up card with it, and that's very cute. I like that. On YouTube, somebody did. Okay, and there's our box, our tote. All right, now I'm going to put this over to the side so the handles don't really cover up the sentiment too much. And then I'm just going to stick my fingers in there, open it up, and put a little glue there so I don't lose where it is. This is a really quick one because everything was done for me when you do these. Oops, it's off. Didn't hold it long enough. All right, now that's dry. I took just any cellophane bag. You can fold it over if you have it if it's too big. And then I cut the top off, and I used some of the 1/4-inch white ribbon just to tie it. But of course, if you have the ones that what are these called? Gems, sun-kissed gems that are already wrapped, you could just put them in here, and if you wanted to, you could put cellophane over the whole thing, but you don't have to. All right, and that's it. Any questions or anything else, all my info is below. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you next time. Bye.